Hey everyone, welcome to our HFPT test setup screen walkthrough video. So before we dive in, if you're not already familiar with HFPT, there's a link in the top right hand corner to our introduction video, which is the best place to start. Okay, so let's get started. We can access our test setup screen from the main menu here on the right hand side. At the top of the screen we can access our instrument selection pop-up dialog. This sets the instrument our test is going to play, and we can change this on the fly while our test is actually running. So trying the different instruments and finding the ones you like is really easy. As we mentioned in the intro video, these instruments are the standard MIDI instruments that come built into every phone. So when choosing an instrument, keep in mind that an instrument will generally sound better in its natural register. So for example, if you've set up a test for lower notes, you might want to use, say, a bass guitar or a bass synthesizer. And also, when possible, always try to use good quality earphones or speakers. Okay, so next we'll run you through our visualization instruments. These are the instruments we use to visualize our test notes. And there's currently two to choose from, a keyboard layout and a guitar layout. So I'll run you through the keyboard first. Our keyboard shows us our highlighted reference note and all of our available test notes. And any grayed out notes are obviously not in our test. Our lowest and highest test note parameters open and close our test window. And which test notes are added and removed while doing this is determined by our scale selection below, and I'll show you that after the guitar layout. And lastly, our key/reference note parameter moves our test window up or down accordingly. So now we'll run through our guitar layout. As with the keyboard layout, all of the test notes are shown, but the guitar layout differs in that no grayed out notes are shown. Our lowest test note, highest test note, and our key/reference note parameters all work exactly the same as the keyboard layout. So that brings us to the scale position. The scale position is essentially the position where the scale runs across the strings. So before I demo that, I'll explain what the lock does. So when the scale position is locked, the scale and the scale position are locked together. And you can see when we change key, they move together. And when the scale position is unlocked, you can see the scale is now running across the strings. Also, when it's unlocked, we can move the scale position with the left and right arrows. So you can see we're currently displaying a 1-octave chromatic scale starting on the 5th string, and we can change that to start on the 6th. Or to start on the 4th. And when we lock it again, HFPT will remember it for us. Okay, so now we'll move on to the scale/mode section. So as I mentioned earlier, this section determines what notes are added to our test within our current window. So there's two ways to add or remove notes. First, we can select a scale or mode from our pop-up scale dialog. And as we mentioned in our intro video, we have an extensive selection of presets, which includes our common scales, our diatonic modes, and our other scales section. The second way to add or remove test notes is to simply select or deselect them on our scale display. You'll notice that when we dial in a scale or mode that HFPT knows, it automatically displays the name for you. This has a side benefit that you can also use it to learn the step patterns for your scales. It's not hands-free, but it's pretty handy. Okay, so that's it for this video. Be sure to check out the rest of our videos so you can get the most out of HFPT. Thanks for your time, everyone. Have a great day.